Hello, everybody. So the Skills 2.0 update is live right now. I'm going to read the patch notes before I hop in. This is live on stream, so if my energy is a little high, I apologize for that. We're just going in. The Skills 2.0 update is live, boys. I will not read everything word for word. There's going to be things I skip over. Just deal with it. All right, here we go. Second major content update, Risk Rate 2 on PC. With this update, we're focusing on Skills 2.0, blah, 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 blah. Introduces a new way to play your favorite survivor. Our new loadout system, okay. Swappable skills and skins at the beginning of each run, okay. Each survivor will maintain their unique identity, but have some options to tinker with before jumping into a run. That sounds pretty cool, dude. While some skill variants play off of existing skills, some variants are entirely unique abilities available to a survivor. Each new skill and skin in your loadout will be unlocked only with survivor-specific challenges. Good luck, dude. That sounds awesome. More skills and skins are planned to be added in future updates. Cool. All right, this update will come in about consoles. You guys don't get it right now. That's all I was saying. Consoles, you guys don't get it yet. Changes with the little umbrella thingy, rain cloud. Those are community suggestions. All right, here we go. New survivor, slow but powerful bruiser that can use the grappling hook. Oh, it's a girl. I didn't know Loader was a girl. Okay, I mean, that's cool. Her grappling hook to uniquely navigate the environment. That sounds cool. New stage is Siren's Call. That's a loadout system for Skills 2.0. Skins, I'm really looking cool. Like Commando secondary. So let's see. Commando gets a new M2 and R. Huntress gets a new Shift and R. Multi gets a new left click for both of his things. Interesting. Engineer gets a new right click and R. Artificer gets a new left click, R, and a right click. Okay, Artificer gets 3 things. Interesting. Mercenary gets a new right click and R. Rex gets a new right click, and Loader gets a new right click. Interesting. All right, 7 skins, only 1 per survivor. Interesting. So we only get 1 skin for now. That's okay though. We get 1 per survivor, so that's cool. That's cool enough. New elite, Celestine. Celestine are new high-tier elites that only spawn late into the game, similarly to Amalekites. New unique visuals and sound effects enter the stage. They don't tell us what they do. Okay, so we have no idea what they do right now. Celestine, new uniques. Cool. 2 new bosses, Solus Control, Alloy Worship. Okay, so these sound kind of like drones or something, like a drone boss? It sounds interesting. I don't know. We'll see what happens. 2 new monsters, Alloy Vulture and the Soulless Pro. We have no idea what any of this stuff is. So we don't know what the items do. They're not describing them. But if any of these are from Risk of Raid 1, let me know, chat. So Focus Crystal, left on display. Shattering Justice. I know that one's from Risk of Raid. That's the hammer, the red hammer. Blast Shower. Whoa, equipment. Volcanic Egg and Strides of Heresy. That's a lunar item. That sounds interesting. Strides of Heresy. I wonder what that is. Lunar Seer. Added interact. What is it? Interactable. What does this mean? I have no idea what this means. 3 new challenges. There's probably to unlock some of the items. Warm for Light, Blockade Breaker. This is probably for the loader, right? Blockade Breaker. And then Guidance Offline. Who knows what any of this stuff is? Unique class challenges. This is probably how you get their skills. I can almost guarantee this is how you get their new skills. All these challenges here. New environment log, obviously, for the new map. 7 new lore entries. Yo, we got some lore. Whoa, that's so cool. I really don't care about the lore, I'll be honest. All right, gameplay changes. Here, this is what we want. Reduce the spawn frequency of the aggressive director. This should result in spawning behavior a bit more similar to the early access launch, where the director will be able to save up a tiny bit more before spawning things. This doesn't make the game easier or harder. There should be slightly fewer small monsters and more big monsters. Okay, cool. Hopefully that means less wisps. Hopefully that's all that means. Fixed health regeneration boost being applied outside of Drizzle. Wait, what? Drizzle is intended to have increased health regeneration for all players. This was this was being accidentally applied to all difficulties since. Whoa! All right, so we have had 250% increased health regen for the whole time we've been playing. What? We will be monitoring closely. Make sure the pacing of the game stay. Oh no, that's really bad. This is gonna make the early game a little interesting. We'll see what this does, but okay, okay, that's all I can say. This is a community suggestion too. Like, how did the community vote? Whatever, I don't care. That's just gonna be weird. Once I start playing, get a feel for the update, we'll see if this actually makes a big difference. All right, Commando updated to fire more. That's it. Let's go, boys. Look, Commando updated suppressive fire to fire more bullets with more attack speed. Let's freaking go, dude. That is the one change I've wanted with Commando since the launch. Boys. That's actually insane. So now it functions like the mercenaries are, where the more attack speed you have, you'll just pump out more hits in the same duration. Dude, that's actually really good. This is a huge change. Then the skill variants of the new skin. We've already went over this. Bubble shield now flashes before it expires. Okay. Now arms over time to 900% damage and an increased radius. So this is your right click. So now instead of just throwing your mines on bosses and letting them go, you can actually play like tower defense, not tower defense, like zone defense. You can place your mines, let them charge up to 900% damage and a huge AoE, and then like walk the boss into them. That should be cool. Players, including us, were mostly just making Injur's mines as somewhat underwhelming grenades as soon as they come off cooldown. Exactly. This change put more power in strategic placement and reduce how often skill needs to be for it to be effective. All right, cool. Oh, but now you only get 4 mines. Oof, but now scales available max mines with max secondary stock. Wait, what? I don't even know what this means. Now scales max available mines with max secondary stock. I honestly have no idea what this means. Cool. And we go from 10 mines to 4 mines, and you get 2 new variants, like we said. All right, should now show both primary and alternate fire descriptions in the character select move. Cool. Multifunctional passive into retool. Made a UI easier skills. All right, there's no difference. All right, so not changing multi at all. Multi, no difference on multi. And then no difference on everybody else, just the skins and the variants like we just talked about. Guillotine. All right, so that is now a green item. Press F the parry specs, boys. Press F the parry specs, boys. Wait, more mags, more can be active at the same time. Okay, cool. I guess backup mag is now useful in engineering. That's probably what that change meant. But press F the parry specs, boys. There goes the Guillotine. He's now a green item in the logbook. He scaled the threshold, but actually stacked by 20%. Instead of reducing, we tried to keep the current behavior and upgrade it to tier 2 instead. Cool. So Guillotine is still going to be really strong, despite it now being a green item. It's a warranted change. Honestly, it's all this is. It's a warranted change. Cautious slug, good. Okay, so since we were getting 250% extra, or not extra, but 250% regen instead of 100% regen, cautious slug is getting buffed here. So 300% per stack. We'll see how this actually plays out, but cautious slug should still be pretty much the same. Yay! Look, at least we get some semblance of the old sticky bombs back. The proc chance is going from 5% flat and then 2% per stack to now just 5% per stack. That makes sense. I mean, it's still a pretty garbage item. Let's be real, boys. Let's be real. It's still pretty garbage, but hey, and now it's double the stack size here. Cool. Or the proc chance, basically. All right, so now we have Crowbar getting a slight buff, same thing. So instead of 30% per stack, now it's just scaling differently like Sticky Bomb. Now you get 50% per stack. It'll probably be the same. Let's see what they say. Tier 1 items are the most commonly stacked and therefore should linearly stack without diminishing returns in most cases. All right, makes sense to me. All right, barrier, Topaz Brooch nerf. Okay, that's kind of warranted, honestly. 5 health per stack is not going to make that much of a difference. I mean, still, getting 15 barrier per kill is a huge deal. And lowering it by 5 is not going to make a difference. Topaz Brooch is still going to be an insanely good item by far, but they're just nerfing it because it's a little too powerful. I agree with that. Okay, here we go, baby. Aegis has been reworked. Thank God. Barrier gained from overheal is no longer capped. Great. Now grants barrier for 50% per stack of the amount you overheal. Okay, so this is interesting. So I think what this means is if you pick up an Aegis, your barrier is now not capped at 100% of your health. I think this is what it's saying. Okay, so this line could either mean, hey, we removed that 20% cap before, or this means that barrier capping at 100% of your health, which is currently how barrier works. You can only have ever 100% of your max health as barrier. Or this line means that cap doesn't apply when you have Aegis. And if you have an Aegis, barrier is the same. So Topaz Brooch and Aegis, they give you the same barrier. So if you pick up an Aegis and you have Topaz Brooches, this line might mean that you have literally infinite health as long as you're killing stuff. I don't know. We'll see what this actually means. But anyway, they buffed it. So now instead of 50, or I think it was 20% of the damage, now it's 50% of the damage you overheal. That's pretty good. Friendly Aurelionite now has to be special AI to be more aggressive. Now has special AI. Okay, so hopefully Aurelionite is a little less Pepege brain. That's what that means. All right, they are buffing the crowdfunder. Excuse me, I got this wrong. 0.2 to 1.0. I thought this was a 0.1. 1.0. All right, but crowdfunder is still going to be garbage. Don't pick it up. All right, back to the Lunar Sears here. Basically, these allow you to... Why is the sound playing? I turned off the widget. Whatever, dude. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to pause. I'll get to all your subs in 1 second, boys. Give me a second. All right, so Lunar Sears, it looks like you can basically pick the next stage with these guys. That sounds really interesting. I don't know how this is going to play, like with the one-run challenge, for example. This would be really useful, but in terms of like a regular game, like, I don't know, stage-to-stage thing, this isn't that big of a deal, but we'll see. Abyssal Depths brighten the ambient lighting, so it's going to be brighter. Ambient lighting is no longer extra dark inside the cave. Thank you. Okay, that's awesome. So the caves are going to be brighter. That's awesome. Amalekites. Oh, okay, nerfing the Amalekites. Interesting. I'll take it. They're nerfing Amalekites by quite a bit. 500% basically. Yeah, roughly 500% health, which is like, I don't know, 20% nerf, I think. Right? That's 20%. Or 25%. I don't know. But they're removing quite a big chunk of health from the Amalekites. That's pretty good. Drones can now be repurchased after they die, excluding the big boy. And they are nerfing the cost of the big boy, the TC-280. That's pretty good. Drones are still going to be kind of bad. But hey, that's cool. Now you can rebuy your drones if you want. All right, new stage. Obviously, they're putting in new music with the new stage. All right, here we go. Damage numbers can now support up to 998 million damage. Truncated is 10k, 100k, 1 million, etc. Cool. Okay, that's interesting. Money values in the HUD now have commas. Cool. New shrines around the mountain, Altar of Gold become available once the teleporter starts charging. Didn't they already do? Oh no, they didn't do that. Okay, so this basically doesn't change anything. It's just to help you guys out for like the newer players, especially that want to go out and activate that stuff afterwards and waste your money on a newt shrine. Even if you charge the teleporter or while it's charging, if you activate a newt altar or something, it'll put the blue orb there, but you won't get the portal. So they're just removing that even happening in the first place. Cool. Game now remembers your preferred difficulty until you close the game. Awesome. So I don't have to keep switching them on soon. That's cool. Updated geysers have shorter launch arcs so they don't cause fall damage. All right, sweet. I like that too. So you don't take damage from jumping off the geyser anymore. Added purchasable cost of the chat message when pinged. Cool. So now you know how much chests are when you ping them across the map. Awesome. Added unique icon for Alto Gold. Cool. Added new UI for lunar coins. Okay. Updated lunar coin model have a hole in the center to match the icon. Okay. Added equipment cooldown to logbook. Okay. Added stats for region. See, this is stuff I don't want to read. Added stats for region, blah, blah, blah. Minions can now spawn lunar coins on your behalf. Oh, minion kills can now spawn lunar coins on your behalf. So I think by minions, it means like the Grove Tender. The Grove Tender stuff, I think that's what that means. I don't know. We'll see what that means. Damage dealt by your minions now reported in the post-game screens. Cool. So engineers turrets. Engineer mains, you now have an accurate and reliable source of your overall damage. Your turrets are now going to be tracked in the in-game screen. Very cool. Mini health bars are now nested below their leaders. Okay. Cool. Dead players now remain in the allied health bar area. Cool. So when you're playing multiplayer and your friend dies, I'm saying cool a bunch, by the way. When you're playing multiplayer and your friend dies, now you just get to see that they're dead instead of just, disappear on the map. Update the level up effects. Ooh, get that dopamine going, dude. Give me a rush when I level up. All right, bug fixes. Updated skill icon not counted for school. Count on display value. Okay, cool. Flamethrower drone, creating 2 flamethrowers. Floating trees. Not having collision. Trees don't have collision. What? Stuck spawn location, score takers, AI pathing, wetland aspect, reduce spawn, updated Wonder Vagrant snow attack, properly apply on hits, Aurelianite. So none of this, okay, except for this. I guess Wandering Vagrant, his big explosion is now going to be more dangerous when he's blazing. So now properly applies on hits. So if you get hit by a fire blazing Vagrant, when he explodes, it's dealing more damage now. I guess this is what this means. Water splashes being 90 degrees the wrong way. Like, I don't think there's any, canceling bomb now stops the sound, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, these aren't very helpful here. Transport now properly applies crits. Okay, so you can now crit. The movement speed multi-build is now a thing. You can crit with multi-shift. That's what this is saying here. Cool. All right. Reduce instances of unknown deaths. Replace instances of unknown deaths. So the pot explosions, out of bounds, all that. Having a white box and a blank entry with the generic mystery attacker. Ooh, it's like Halo 3. Killed by the Guardians. You guys play Halo 3? So they're just telling you that you died to something mysterious, not yourself. Updated a bunch, name values, blah, blah, blah. All right, so that's going to be it for the patch rundown, guys. I am super excited to start playing here. Again, I just went live on stream. I'm about to start playing the update. Thank you guys for watching, and be on the lookout for the item and equipment tier list update. It's not going to be a completely new tier list. I don't think there's enough info to warrant a completely new list. I'm just going to make an update to the existing one. Look out for that. See you later, guys. All right, boys, we're back.